Hey, what's going on, you Savage? Welcome to the show. Here we go. All right, head to traviscrutcher.com. Just do it. It's the right thing to do. Damn it. All things speaking, podcast consulting, one-on-one success coaching. Can find out more about both podcasts there. There's links to the other websites like teardownapparel.com where you can find some dope swag, flex fit hats. New shit is dropping soon, so keep your peepers popped, and I will let you guys know for sure here before anyone else on the planet is probably aware of it. And then lastly, but certainly not leastly, head to thealphainitiative.com, please, and thank you. That is that collaborative space that I've got with Jess and Baruch and another contributor coming in the future. But yeah, it's good stuff. It's free stuff. We will never, ever sell you shit through there. That is a promise. Anyway, I'm going to now shut up so I can thereby talk some more.
Welcome to Not Sorry with Travis Crutcher, the show where Travis will say some things that might trigger you, offend you, make you laugh, or even motivate you. So, if you're not easily offended, stick around and enjoy. On the other hand, if you are easily offended, listen anyway. Then go tell everyone how triggered you were. Either way, you can be certain of one thing. Travis is not sorry.
All right, here we go. So today we're going to talk about something that I think is going to maybe sound odd to some of you because I always say things like find your passion, find your passion, find your passion. And I believe in that. However, there is an amendment I need to make to that statement. Find your passion after you master a fucking skill. See, here's the thing. You've got this giant swath of the population, and I'm going to throw my own industry under the bus, as I often do. There's so many coaches out there and professional advice givers, right, that tell you, well, you're not happy. Well, what are you passionate about? Okay, look, I'm going to be very honest with you. If you have no fucking skills, I don't give a shit what you're passionate about. Straight up. Don't care. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Look, because right now the industry and the world has got this shit backwards, and that's why so many people suck at things, and that's why so many people are unhappy, and why so many people are unsuccessful, because you're not good at anything. You've not mastered any skills. You've not become proficient at anything. So here's the thing. Like when I retired from the military and then went to the corporate sector and then left that and started this business, it was because I found out, I am passionate about coaching, training, mentoring. I am passionate about helping people live life to the fullest. I only learned that through mastering leadership skills in the military. I wouldn't have known that I really loved fucking mentoring and coaching and counseling people had I not done it so fucking regularly in the military as a leader. Now, that was a skill that I had to develop over a fucking lifetime, right? An entire career spent learning how to be that type of leader, right? Learning the skills of coaching, training, mentoring, learning how to ask, important questions and when to ask questions, when to shut the fuck up and listen, right? That's a skill. And I spent many, many years developing it and perfecting it. Well, not perfecting it, but getting really freaking good at it so that I could fucking follow my passion on the back end. But right now you've got everyone saying, well, just follow your passion. Just follow your passion. No, that's backwards, right? Like research even suggests that skill development and expertise lead to passion rather than the other way around. Like it's not just Travis saying this. There's been studies done, right? They indicate that deliberate practice and mastery are more effective in achieving long-term satisfaction and success. It's crazy. It's crazy. So right now, when you look at the world and what's being marketed as like skills, right? What have you got? You've got quote influencers, right? Just showing you what clothes they put on today. Like that's not a skill, guys. That's not a skill. Getting dressed is not a skill that you should say, oh, look, I've mastered this, right? That's not something that should be marketable. That's something that you expect your toddler to do. And the problem is this, right? This is far bigger than just like your personal satisfaction in life. Like if you start mathing this thing out and doing the multiplication on it, you realize, okay, hold on. If we have an entire generation or multiple generations that aren't developing skills, that aren't mastering skill sets, that don't know shit about anything besides what they consume on social media and TikTok, right? We're in a big fucking problem, right? We have a big problem on our hands because you're going to have a whole bunch of people behind us that don't know the first thing about running industry, don't know the first thing about running a business, don't know how to build shit, don't know how to fix things, right? Like there's going to come a day where all the people making the fucking how-to videos on YouTube are dead, right? And no one will have learned any skills They'll just watch the video. Oh, I can do it this one time, and that's that. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't people out there in the creator space that aren't passionate about what they do, but I would be willing to bet that your road to success when chasing your passions is a much shorter road. The flash to bang of that is going to be much faster if you develop skills before you start chasing those passions, right? Maybe you're that one, right? That 1 in a million who at age 6, you're like, I'm going to do this when I grow up. Maybe you're that guy or gal, and you just knew at age 6, you've been following that passion ever since. Maybe so. But how many of us wanted to do some crazy shit when we were kids, and now we do something that is far more fulfilling for us? I can speak for myself and tell you that that's me, right? Like when I was a kid, I think I said I wanted to be either a rock star or a stand-up comedian, right? Those are the two things I wanted to be. And boy, I was passionate about it. I played guitar all the time, told shitty jokes. And now I get to do what I do now, right? And what I do now, I find far more fulfilling. Now, what's crazy, right? What's crazy is those first passions kind of mirror in a little weird way what I do now, because I still get to get on stage. I still get to tell some shitty jokes, right? And I got a bunch of tattoos, so maybe that's the rock star block check there. I don't know. But I still get to do a version of that, what I wanted to do, but I get to do it in a much more fulfilling fashion because I'm passionate about helping people, right? It wasn't about the spotlight. It wasn't about look at me, look at me. That's what those initial thoughts when I was a kid were. So when you start plugging skills in, it's going to feed into those passions. Those are legit. It's going to feed into those. It's going to make them better. It's going to make them bigger. It's going to make you more successful. But if you're just going to start rolling headlong into something you're excited about without gaining the skills, look, let's put it this way. I know a lot of people who say they're passionate about fitness, all right? But they don't know the first fucking thing about physiology, how that works, any of it. And so they suck at it. They struggle with it. They have a hard time. Now, if they wanted to make a run for that thing, they develop the skills. They'd learn what they have to learn. They'd read the books. I know it's crazy. There's still these things called books that have words in them that has information in it. But they would develop the skill to get good at it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, follow your passions. You got it. Dream big, princess. But before you do that, why don't you build some actual skills? Some actual life skills even. And that's the thing. I'm not even talking about becoming a welder or a fucking plumber or any of these trade jobs that are in desperate need right now. I'm just talking about learn how to life a little bit better. Get some practical skills under your belt before you start going, I'm just going to chase my passion, right? Like, go get that degree in underwater basket weaving if you want to, but I promise you that's not going to be very marketable. So that's it. It's a rant, I know, and I don't fucking care because it's ridiculous how many people are out here in my industry just going, chase your passion, chase your passion. And I've seen it. Look, last thing I'll say on the topic. I have seen coaches advise people to go after what they're passionate for, and these fucking people are still making $0 off that passion. And it's fine to have passion projects that don't pay any money, but when you're saying this passion of mine is going to be my revenue source and you're not making any money, that's a problem. And that's a problem with the coaching industry, to just bullshit platitudes and talk about, well, what are you passionate about? Fuck that. What are you good at? What are you really good at? Not what do you love to do? What are you good at? Now, how can we tie that into what you love? There's a way to do it, right? There's a way to do it, but skill has to come first. It has to. If you want to be successful, that's the way it is. Anyway, I know this challenges the common advice of follow your passions, but I think if we would focus on building valuable skills instead, we'd be a lot better off. Just my 2 cents. Anyway, hope you guys dug it. Hope you took something away from it, and I will talk to you next time. Later.